Ayan. So, I think this is a continuation to problem 3.3. Okay? Sige. So, let's solve yung problems na natira. So, I think na-solve na natin yung A, B, and C. So, this time, letter D. We have the mass of steam supplied in kilograms per hour at 6.50 megapascal gauge. Yan ang tanong. Okay? Sige, solve natin yan. So, sa letter C, consider natin yung system, yung air conditioning unit. This time, yung reheater unit naman. Ang hinahanap, mass of steam supplied. Okay? So, letter D. Okay? Letter D. Ay, sorry. Ayan. Letter D. Ano ang mass of steam ng sa reheater unit? Tapos, at given saturation pressure na 6.50 megapascals. But take note, since this is naka-gauge, gawin natin itong absolute. So, 6.50 megapascal gauge plus 0.101325. So, yan ay equal sa 6.50 plus 0.101325. So, we have 6.601325. Saktuhin natin. 6.601325 megapascals absolute. Yan yung saturation temperature natin. Saturation pressure, sorry. Saturation pressure ng steam. So, may reheater load tayo. So, unang gawin natin, isi-solve natin yung reheating load. So, if this is the reheater, may reheater tayo. Sorry. Yan. So, yung reheater natin, papasok dito at 0.3 yung hangin. Paglabas dito, mas mainit na siya ng konti. At meron tayong reheating coils na kung saan ay dumadaan yung steam. So dito, papasabi natin this is 0.6 and this is 0.7. Okay? Tapos, since yung init nang galing dun sa steam coils, yung heat transfer is from the steam coils to the moist air. So yun yung QRH. Okay? So solve natin yung QRH, yung reheater load. So the reheater load is simply the mass of supply air H4 minus H3. So, I think meron tayong enthalpy at 0.3 pero wala pa tayong enthalpy at 0.4. For enthalpy at 0.4, so you have the enthalpy at 0.4 is simply Cp ng air, arrival temperature at 0.4, plus W sub 4 Hg at TdB po. I think at 0.4, ang arrival temperature nating mini-maintain ng supply air conditions is 19 degrees Celsius. So, gagawin lang natin is, hanapin na natin yung Hg kasi yung W sub 4 na-solve na natin. So, we have 1.0062 kilojoules per kilogram degree Celsius. Yung arrival temperature at 0.4, that is 19 degrees Celsius. Plus, ang W sub 4, that is, sige, tingnan natin sa problem. So, we have 0.009702. 0.009702 kilograms of vapor per kilograms of air. Tapos from our steam table, Hg at 19 degrees Celsius, table 1, that is 2536.2. So we have 2536.2 kilojoules per kilogram of vapor. So ano ang enthalpy at 0.4? Sige, solve natin. So that is 43.72 kilojoules per kilogram of air. Hence, the reheater load in kilowatts would be mass of air, that is 5.111 kilograms of air per second. Enthalpy at 0.4, that is 43.72 kilojoules per kilograms of air, minus enthalpy at 0.3, that is 38.17 kilojoules per kilograms of air. Kaya lalabas dyan in kilowatts. So you have 5.111, 43.72 minus 38.17, and that is 28.37. So 28.37. 37 kilowatts. Okay? So yan yung reheater load natin. But take note, i-consider natin yung steam as our per substance. Sige, i-drawing naman natin yung heating coils. So, papasok dito at 0.6. Siyempre, kapag this binanggit sa problem, automatic, yan ay saturated vapor condition. Paglabas niyan, siyempre, mag-emit siya ng init na mapupunta sa hangin. Yan yung reheater load. Pagbalik na dito sa 0.7 na siya, yan ay saturated liquid. So, syempre, may dala tong enthalpy at 0.6 yung saturated vapor po. Enthalpy at 0.6, that is Hg at Psat. Sa 0.7 naman, enthalpy ng 0.7, that is Hf at Psat. So, by energy balance, energy in is equal to energy out, such that the change of energies of the system must be equal to 0. So, pumasok yung enthalpy at 0.6. Siyempre, may mass of steam tong dala. Kasi ang mag-recirculate dito ay mass ng steam. Yun yung hinahanap natin. Lalabas siya reheater load plus H7. Hence, the reheater load is simply H6 minus H7. So simply, mass of steam, H6 minus H7. But take note, H6 is Hg. So mass of steam is simply H sub G, and H sub 7 is H sub F. But take note, H3 minus Hf is simply Hfg. The specific enthalpy at evaporation. So Hfg. And take note, this Hfg is Hfg at the given saturation threshold. So pumunta tayo ngayon sa table 2 para i-interpolate yung 6.61325 megapascal. So mag-ingat tayo kasi naka-megapascal yan. Hindi yan naka-kilopascal. So punta tayo sa table 2. Hanapin natin yung range niyan. So meron tayong 6.6. Sige. From table 2. Sige. From table 2. So you have the saturation pressure and HFG. So at 6.6 megapascals, so megapascal to, at 6.6, ang ano nga, ang HFG nga is 1531.2 kilojoules per kilograms of steam. So ang hinahanap ay 6.601325. Ang hinahanap is yung HFG at saturation pressure. As yun, 6.6, 6.8 na. 6.8, ang HFG nga is 1518.1. Kilojoules per kilograms of steam. So by interpolation, ang HFG at the given saturation pressure is simply, sige, mode 3255, 6.6, 1531.2, 0.8, 1518.1, 6.601325. So we have 1531.1, 1531.1. Teka lang, 6.60. So dapat 6.60, 6.60.1325. Tama, mas bumaba pala. Kilojoules per kilograms of vapor or kilograms of steam. Hence, solve natin yung problem. Ang reheater load, that is 28.37 kilowatts, mass of steam times 1531.1. So ang mass of steam natin is simply, guess if solved, in kilograms per second. So ang in kilograms per second, that is 0.01853 kilograms of steam per second. But take note, convert natin yan into kilograms per hour to 3,600 seconds to 1 hour. So ang final answer natin is that the mass of steam is simply 66.71 kilograms per steam per hour. Yun yung sagot natin sa letter D. I think this is letter D. Ayan. Okay? Yun lang. Sige. So letter D. So letter E naman, the mass evaporated from the space, so M sub E. So letter, ano? So tapos na tayo sa letter D. Letter E. So for letter E, ang hinahanap lang is M sub E. The mass of H2O that must be evaporated from the conditioned space. So may dalawang method to. Pwedeng in terms of MA, pwede rin yung in terms of latent heat. Kasi alam natin, the latent heat load is simply M sub E times HFG at 0 degrees Celsius. So we have 10.2 kilowatts. Ba? 10.2 ba? Let me check. Ang 10.2 kilowatts M sub E times 2,500 kilojoules per kilograms of vapor. Yan lang. So, ang M sub E natin is simply, ang M sub E ay, wait, ang M sub E, yan, tama. Ang unit ng M sub E ay kilograms per hour din. (10.2) 0.123408 kilograms of vapor per second. Let's convert natin 2,600 seconds to 1 hour. So ang mass of air that must be evaporated from the conditioned space is simply 14.69 kilograms of vapor per hour. Yun yung sagot. Okay. So letter F. May letter F. Haba. So letter F, the mass of moist air is circulated. Mass of moist air yung nahanap. So M mass ng moist air na na-circulate. Or simply, equal din yan sa mass ng moist air at 0.5. Alam natin, ang mass ng moist air is simply the mass of air plus the mass of vapor. But take note, this is at 0.5. So 0.5 yan. The mass of air at 0.5 is the mass of supply air then, or the mass of air, circulated air. Okay? The mass of the circulated air plus the mass of vapor at that condition. So ang mass of the circulated air is simply 0.55 ng supply air. Plus, yung mass of vapor at 0.5, alam natin kasi na specific humidity at 0.5 is simply the ratio of the mass of vapor to the mass of dry air or air at itself. So mass of air. Hence, ang MV at 0.5, mass of vapor at 0.5 is simply W sub 5 times mass of air. Hence, we have W sub 5 mass of air. Pag-out natin yung mass of air, we have the mass of air 0.55 plus W sub 5. I think na-solve na natin yung W sub 5. So we have 5.111 kilograms per second, 0.55 plus W sub 5, that is what? Ang W sub 5, sige, tingnan natin sa table, ay sa na-solve natin. W sub 5, that is 0.01050. 0.01050. Okay? In this, ang sagot dito ay 5.111, 0.55 plus 0.01050. This is 2.865 kilograms of moist air per second. Let's convert pa natin into hour. So 3,600 seconds to 1 hour. Sige. So 2.865 times 3,600, that is 10,314. 10,314 kilograms of moist air per hour. Yun yung sagot sa mass of moist air recirculated. Tandaan na, hindi mass of recirculated air yung binanggit. The mass of moist air. Alam natin, ang mass of moist air, alam natin, di ba? The definition of moist air, it is the binary mixture of dry air plus water vapor. So in short, ang mass ng moist air lagi is simply mass of air plus mass of vapor. But take note, ang binanggit kasi dito is the mass of the circulated air. So M sub R yung ginamit natin. Or sorry, small r lang pala yung gagamitin. Kasi yung malaking R, pwedeng gamitin yung as mass of refrigerant. Okay? Yan yung letter F. Anong letter pa? O last na, letter G. If the bypass factor of the system is 20%, what is the actual temperature of the exit? Diba? So letter G. Ano ang TDB3 prime? If yung bypass factor, BPF, ng system ay bypass factor is 20%, 0.20. O di ba alam natin, the cooling coefficient or cooling factor is simply yung difference ng TDB2 minus TDB3 over TDB2. But this time, hindi na apparatus DB, yung actual temperature na TDB3 prime. It is also 1 minus the bypass factor. Solve na natin. So, ang dry bulb temperature at 0.2, that is, na-solve natin kanina. Ano ang dry bulb temperature at 0.2? Ang 0.2, that is, binanggit makita ba? I think hindi pa yata nasa-solve yung dry bulb temperature at 0.2. So, for TDB2, so mixing air ulit, so we have the mass of, so drawing mo natin yung yung mixing air niya. So, this is 0.1. Ang dry bulb temperature at 0.1, that is 32 degrees Celsius. From 0.5, ang dry bulb temperature ng 0.5, that is what? 26 degrees Celsius. Hanapin natin yung dry bulb temperature ng 0.2. So by energy balance, on the dry bulb basis, energy in is equal to energy out. So change of the energies of the system must be equal to 0. Bakit equal to 0? Kasi yan ay naka-steady state process. So we have the mass of air, mass of outside air, enthalpy at 0.1, plus mass of the circulated air, enthalpy at 0.5 is equal to the mass of conditioned air or the mass of supply air, enthalpy at 0.2. In terms of dry bulb, we can also say that the mass of outside air, CP ng air, the dry bulb temperature at 0.1, plus mass of the circulated air, CP ng air, dry bulb temperature at 0.5, is equal to the mass of air, CP ng air, dry bulb temperature at 0.2. But take note, cancel yung mga CP ng air. And also, we can say also that the mass of outside air is 45% of the supply air condition. Ay, naglag. Ayan, sige, ito na lang. So we have 0.55 mass of air, dry bulb temperature at 0.1, plus 0.45. Sorry, baliktad. 0.45 pala dapat. We have 0.45 mass of air, dry bulb temperature at 0.1, plus 0.55 mass of air, dry bulb temperature at 0.5, that is the mass of air, dry bulb temperature at 0.2. So, yan, cancel yung mass of air. Kaya, ganun, matitira na lang, in terms of the dry bulb temperature, 0.45 times dry bulb temperature at 0.1 plus 0.55 dry bulb temperature at 0.5 is simply the dry bulb temperature at 0.2. So we have 0.45 dry bulb temperature at 0.1, that is 32 degrees Celsius, plus 0.55 dry bulb temperature at the circulated air, that is 26. I think, let me check kung tama ba itong nilagay ko, 32.26 ba ang dry bulb? 32 correct, 26.5. Okay. Sige. And that is equal to dry bulb temperature at 0.2. So ano ang dry bulb temperature at point 2? So we have 0.45 times 32. That's 0.55 times 26. That is 28.7 degrees Celsius. Yan yung temperature ng mixed air. Sige. So solve natin. For the dry bulb, the actual temperature of cooling, dry bulb temperature at 0.3, which is mas mababa pa. Kasi kino-consider natin yung effects ng hangin na hindi tumama sa cooling coils. So you have 1 minus 0.20. This is the bypass factor of 0.20. Kasi yung dry bulb temperature at 0.2, 28.7 minus ang dry bulb temperature 0.3, yun yung dew point condition. That is, ano yun, nakuha natin. 13.58. Which mas malamig pa yung actual. 13.58. If lahat ng hangin ay tumama sa cooling coil, ito sana yung magiging temperature at 0.3. So 28.7 minus TdB3 prime. So TdB3 prime is simply what? Sige, shift solve. (9.8 degrees Celsius). If tumama sana lahat ng hangin sa cooling coil, ang magiging temperature drop nga sana is 9.8. Since ang mga system naman ay walang perfect at walang perfect installation sa actual sense, magkakaroon talaga ng mas hindi mas mababang cooling requirement, kundi medyo mas kaunting taas. But because of the bypass factor, na-consider natin yung effects ng hangin na hindi tumama sa cooling coils, kaya ang naging temperature niya ay 13.58. Pero in theoretically, 9.8 degrees Celsius dapat. If lahat ng moist air ay tumama or nag-pass through the series of coils, which is the refrigerant coils or the cooling coils. Okay? I think that's it. Let me unshare my screen.